Welcome to The Buzz, the weekly show with all you need to know about the AIC Yellow Jackets. I'm your host, Seth Dussault, and we once again had a busy week, so let's run right into it. And run is exactly what the cross-country team did so well this weekend at Central Connecticut's Ted Owen Invitational. On the women's side, Katie Olding led the team, taking 12th place on the 5K course in 18:49, the top finish among D2 athletes in the race. The men did even better, taking 3 of the top 5 places and winning as a team, led by redshirt freshman Ezra Mutai's blistering 24:32 time on the 8K course, which was 51 seconds ahead of the next fastest runner. Both teams next compete October 12. Men's soccer suffered 2 heartbreaking 2-1 losses at Lemoyne and Bentley on Wednesday against the Dolphins. An apparent tying goal with 36 seconds left was disallowed for offsides, while the team had a bunch of late chances but could not find the target as the Falcons clung to a win in Waltham. Connor Hicks and Tobias Paulson had AIC's tallies in their respective games. The team is back home twice this week, with Assumption Tuesday night and St. Anselm Saturday afternoon. Women's soccer earned 4 points on the road this week, 1-0 win at Lemoyne and 1-1 draw at Stonehill. Jocelyn Deom scored just 55 seconds into the match in Syracuse, and that was all the team needed as they smothered the Dolphins at Ted Grant Field. And then Caroline Porter's second-half strike, combined with 9 saves from rookie goalkeeper Olivia Sousa, kept the Skyhawks at bay in the tie. The team has some time off with the next game Saturday at noon against St. Michael's at home right before the men play at 3. Football squared off against rival Southern Connecticut, and the Yellow Jackets hung on for a tightly fought 19-13 win over the Owls at Abdel Field on Saturday. Chase Speller totaled 109 yards of offense to lead the team, but the real story was the defense, which picked off a pair of passes and held a goal line stand at the very end to steal the win. Isaiah Tolbert in particular seemed to be everywhere. 9 tackles, 4.5 for loss, 2 sacks, interception, and a forced fumble. Team heads to Stonehill this coming Saturday for another NE10 battle. Volleyball went 0-3 on the week, suffering a 3-1 loss to New Haven in NE10 play, and falling 3-0 to Bentley and 3-2 to Mercy at Mercy on Saturday. Grad Sarah Lowry picked up her 1,000th career point in the match against the Mavericks. Yellow Jackets battle Southern Connecticut Tuesday and Adelphi on Saturday, the latter at home at 1 p.m. Tennis had a tough week, falling 7-0 to Stonehill on the road Wednesday and 6-1 to Franklin Pierce on Sunday. The team has 3 matches this week, beginning Tuesday at home against Lemoyne at 3:30 p.m., then paying a visit to head coach Tanner DeVarnis' alma mater, Springfield, on Wednesday, before visiting St. Michael's on Saturday at noon. Both rugby teams had their matches canceled last week due to various unforeseen circumstances, but both are back in action this week as the men host Fordham under the lights on Friday night at 7, and the women visit Queen's University of Charlotte in Maryland on Saturday at 11 a.m. Field hockey went 1-1 in 2 road games this week. At Pace, the team raced out to a 2-0 lead, but found itself tied 3-3 after regulation and overtime, heading to a shootout for the first time in program history. Even the shootout needed extra time. It went 7 rounds, and the Setters were able to squeeze out the win. However, AIC bounced back at Bentley as Jenny Holmquist scored twice in the first half, and fourth quarter tallies by Kirsten Snethlock and Chelsea Davis put AIC ahead for good, backing Nikki Bates' 4 saves and her first career start, a 4-2 win. They host Mercy on Wednesday and visit St. A's on Saturday as NE10 play continues. Women's golf plays today at Southern New Hampshire, and we'll have results as soon as they're available at AICYellowJackets.com, so stay tuned for the latest info on the golf team. And that brings us to our athletes of the week. Tough choices abound, but 2 that stood out were Isaiah Tolbert of football and Jenny Holmquist of field hockey. As we mentioned, Tolbert was a one-man wrecking crew on defense against the Owls. 2 sacks, forced a fumble, picked off a pass as AIC held Southern Connecticut off the boards 3 times from inside the AIC 10 in the fourth quarter to win the game. Holmquist was, as usual, a model of consistency. She set up 2 goals at Pace and scored in the shootout, and then carried AIC's offense to a 2-1 lead at Bentley with a pair of first-half goals. So that's the buzz, but before we go, we want to remind you that this weekend is Hall of Fame weekend. We'll be inducting 10 new members into our hall. That's on Saturday, October 5th. We're also just 2 weeks away from the ice hockey home opener, October 12th against Quinnipiac. So visit aic.edu/hockey tickets to purchase your season tickets if you have not already done so. Until next time, this is Seth Dussault, the voice of the Yellow Jackets, signing off. Go Jackets!